Well, we've got two stories to talk about that both involve young guys that are somewhat related to the NCAA. Just because I thought that these two stories were small enough that we didn't need to make full dedicated videos to them, we're combining them here today, so unfortunately, Red Wings fans and Oilers fans, y'all are gonna have to get used to each other just for the next 8 or 9 minutes, because today we are talking about young guys on both of these teams. Let's start off in Detroit, because their game is going to be earlier than the Edmonton game later tonight. Folks, he's done it again. The Red Wings are playing in their last home game of the 24-25 season tonight against the Dallas Stars. And despite the fact that the Wings are already eliminated, we do have some good talking points to talk about with this team that extend beyond the reach of just the main team itself at the moment. We're not talking about the guys on the Red Wings right now. We're not talking about the performance. We're not talking about the step back that Steve Yzerman and his squad took this year compared to expectations. We're going to talk about the future, baby. Because I think, at this point, it's starting to become clear that the Red Wings may have had one of the bigger steals of the 2023 NHL Entry Draft. We've already made 2 videos talking about him. This is another. It's Rudy Guimond, everybody, who is a 19-year-old goaltender, 6'3", 172, a left-handed catcher, drafted 169th overall by Detroit in 2023. Last time we had spoken about Rudy Guimond, we had talked about how he was undefeated in the QMJHL heading into the Q Playoffs, and how this was a really big deal because he was literally going out there and breaking records. Now, you can say what you want about the quality of play in the QMJHL, but I'll say this. It's rare to find goaltenders who are as successful as Rudy Guimond was a few weeks ago. And I say a few weeks ago, as if he isn't still doing that now. Rudy Guimond, if you check out his QMJHL regular season, he had a .940 save percentage and a .173 goals against in 16 games played. 3 shutouts, and he was 16-0-0. Now, in the playoffs, oh well, guess what he's up to in the playoffs? He is undefeated as well. 3 games played, a .133 goals against, a .953 save percentage, and a shutout. This guy has been totally torching the Q. In fact, it's not even just Rudy Guimond, it's the entire Moncton Wildcats team. Take a look at their game log and their record. The Moncton Wildcats haven't lost a hockey game in 2 months. And that is absolutely absurd. Rudy Guimond hasn't played every game. He's been rotating in and out of the lineup with some of the other guys they've got there, and that's fine. That's their process. It's whatever. But even in the games that he is playing, he's going out there and making the saves. He is winning these games. There has to be some sort of a glitch on Elite Prospects' website, because it says that yesterday Rudy Guimond won a 4-1 game against the Baie-Comeau Drakkar, but it says here that he had 1 goal against and 1 shot against. Yeah, that's wrong. Let's head over to the QMJHL website and see what happened, but still, the numbers are looking extraordinarily well for Rudy Guimond and his overall statistical breakdown. Okay, wait a minute, what? I'm on the QMJHL website, and it says here that Rudy Guimond also had 1 shot against and 1 goal against. He had 0 saves? No way that's right. No way that's right. What the hell? Okay, wait. There's a tweet posted by Red Wings prospects that said that he had 29 saves and 1 goal against in the 4-1 win. Alright, that's a lot better. He exudes calmness, he's quiet in his crease, no big, excessive movements. Rebound control on low shots could be better. Sometimes it seems to put pucks back into scoring areas and low shots far pad. But ultimately, Rudy Guimond has had a resume that is worth hyping up, as he has won 19 out of 19 games he has played so far in the QMJHL this season. Now, next year, he'll be heading over to Yale University in the NCAA, so we'll see what he's able to do against some of the top American folks. Yale, of course, is not like one of the top hockey schools in the NCAA, but Rudy Guimond being there, working on his craft, it's going to be really great to see Detroit have yet another worthwhile goaltending prospect to add on to Kosa and Augustine. Even if Guimond doesn't end up becoming an NHL starter one day, just having that internal competition is noteworthy. The QMJHL isn't great for goalies usually. It's always a high-scoring, high-flying, lots of defensive breakdowns type of league, and so to see a guy have just this run of success like Guimond has had, that's important. Sure, you can say that Moncton themselves are a very stacked team, but, you know, you kind of have to be good to get good. So, yeah, Guimond is in that position. He's doing well. The Red Wings are playing off later today, but I didn't really want to talk about that. I wanted to talk about the prospects. And speaking about the prospects, there is another prospect making his NHL debut later today in Edmonton. And it's the guy that we had already made a video about. Take a look at this. The Oilers have signed Quinn Hutson to a 2-year entry-level contract. The forward scored 23 goals and 27 assists in 37 games for the Terriers this season to rank second in all of the NCAA in points per game. And bearing the very difficult-to-hear news about Quinn Hutson's flight coming into Edmonton, he is safe and sound. And guess what? The Oilers confirmed that he is in. Quinn is making his debut as a top right-wing goal scorer in the NCAA, transitioning to the National Hockey League. Quinn is in, everybody. Now, of course, he's not going to immediately take the goal-scoring pace that he had in the NCAA into the NHL right away. It's not going to go down like that. He'll probably need to take some time to adjust and just get used to NHL speed and NHL playmaking around him. But I do think, you know, this guy, Quinn Hutson, has been so good as a sniper in the NCAA. I'm just trying to think of what will happen when Connor McDavid is back, when Leon Draisaitl is fully back, and they're setting him up for these one-timers on the power play. Is that even possible? Are they going to give him that opportunity? Is he going to be one of the mainstay offensive threats on this team heading into the playoffs? I just kind of wonder if he's got that talent. You know, he might not be as polished up defensively as you would expect a top winger to be, or it might take a little bit of time for him to get used to the pace of the NHL, but the shot is there. The shooting capacity is there, and heading into this game later today against the LA Kings, who are, of course, going to be Edmonton's opponent for the millionth time in a row in the upcoming playoffs, this, of course, could be some pretty good fodder for what we are inevitably going to see. So, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about both of these two guys, Rudy Guimond for the Red Wings doing his thing in Moncton, and what are your thoughts on Quinn Hutson? I guess to end off this video, we can just go over the unfortunate news that had bestowed Hutson about his flight earlier this morning. Where was it? It was posted by Jeff Merrick, I think it was. Yeah, here. So, Jeff Merrick posted that Quinn Hutson was on this flight that was diverted after a possible wildlife strike. He is fine, though. He's in Edmonton, and he's available to play. This was earlier at 8 a.m. this morning. He is, of course, going to play. But the plane that was posted about here, 9 News Denver, the plane has some sort of a fire, it looks like, and it seems like it might have hit a bird, something like that. That's just me assuming whatever it is based off of this image, but Quinn Hutson was on that flight. And now he's in Edmonton, going to play a National Hockey League game. So talk about a big chain of events there. Super scary stuff that the newest Oiler is experiencing this morning. But ultimately, he's fine. He's going to play. We'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Rudy Guimond in the Detroit system, as well as Quinn Hutson making his debut for the Oil. Let me know in the comments all your opinions. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.